Okay, so today we're coming behind the scenes to check out how I built my DIY fog chiller. Now, if you look on YouTube, there's going to be a lot of videos on how to make these, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But this is my unit right here, and I'll let you know kind of what I used and where I got it from. This is, I think it's a 40-gallon. I took the stickers off, of course, but I'm pretty sure it's a 40-gallon plastic storage container from Lowe's, and it's the Kobalt brand. The reason I went with the Kobalt brand is because it's got these nice clips all the way throughout the whole entire container. There's even one on this side, and let me show you the lid. So this is the lid right here, and the lid comes with a nice rubber gasket seal that goes all the way around the whole lid. So this basically prevents any extra fog from escaping. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna grab the hose and we're gonna start filling this container up until it's full, and then we'll get it all set up for you. Okay, so the container is filled. The next part of this puzzle here is the ultrasonic pond mister, and this right here is the 12 head pond mister from Amazon. Comes with these nice little floaties, so really all you have to do is fill up enough water to where this thing pretty much just floats in there. And then I have the cord routed through a hole in the lid, and I have it sealed off just with some black hot glue, but you can use silicone or whatever kind of sealant that you have. And actually we'll turn this around. Actually, you know what, no, I think it's good just like that. So right here is the exhaust. That's where the fog is going to be exiting the fog chiller, and then right here is the inlet. This is where the fog machine puts the fog in. So basically what I did today is I dumped out the dirty water. It had been in there for already close to 2 weeks, and there was mosquitoes starting to form in there. So that's another important thing. If you're going to leave this up in your yard, definitely change the water frequently. And one modification I'm going to make today is actually sealing up these holes when it's not in use, so that way the mosquitoes can't get in there. So all right, the pond mister's in there. Let me go ahead and turn it on, and I'll show you what that looks like on its own. Okay, so we're inside my shed here in the backyard. I've got the fog chiller plugged in. This is actually the power supply that comes with the fog chiller. Let's see, you can see on there. What can you see on there? Not much. It is a very powerful power supply. It's a pretty big power supply, and it does get very warm. There's a light on this side to show you that it's working. So what I came up with is I just had this scrap little aluminum tray and some metal wire. I just stuck the power supply in there, and then I put this nice little cooling fan on top of it that runs all the time, and it keeps this thing nice and cool. Before, when I first set this up, I had this power supply inside of like a waterproof box out there by the fog chiller, and it was overheating, and I was worrying that it was gonna damage the mister thing. So yeah, that cord runs all the way out through the side of the shed, comes out through the side of the shed and through the fence to the front yard. There's so many mosquitoes out here right now, it's wild. But you can see, I mean, look at that now. You know, before all you could see was water. Now it's just pure mist that's coming up through there. So that's good. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now we can go ahead and seal this container up. Let's make sure we got the lid on there right. Snap all the snaps closed. Just like that. And you can already see there's a good amount of fog just rolling out through the front of this thing. So the next step is going to be setting up the fog machine. Okay, so for this here, we are using this 1500 watt fog machine from Amazon. It's hooked up, it's plugged in, it's heating up currently at the moment. We do have a manual switch right here that we can press to get things going once it's heated up. There's just a little bit of fog juice left in here from the other night when I was testing things, so that should be plenty to get us going. You notice I got a nice little gap here, probably a 3-inch gap in between the nozzle and the inlet for the fog chiller. And then this is just a PVC elbow that just fits into place just like that. There's nothing complicated about that. And then this is just a bulkhead for like an aquarium bulkhead. You could use whatever you have really, as long as it's got a good seal on there. So yeah, the fog machine is heating up. The next part we need to figure out is our exhaust fan. We got the fan, and this is really what makes the whole system work. As you can see right here, this is just the mist coming from the mister, not the fog machine. The fog machine still isn't warmed up yet. So how does this fan system work? It's pretty simple. Right here, this is from Amazon. This is just a power supply. Let's see if you can see that. It's a 3 to 12 volt, 3 amp adjustable power supply, and you can adjust the speed of the fan. I'm sure you can hear that. Look, so that's on low and higher, so you can adjust the speed of the fan. I just keep it on the lowest setting, and then you can also turn it off. So yeah, just keep it on the lowest setting, right? Simple. That is wired up directly. You can see right there, I just have it soldered directly into a plug right here, so I can just plug and unplug it easily into this inline fan. Now this inline fan, this is an exhaust fan, a 3-inch exhaust fan, and it's marine rated, so I think these are for boats, right? But basically we just have an elbow spray painted black coming off of this flange fitting. I think these are for toilets, also got that at Lowe's. The inline fan was from Amazon. And then the fittings are just kind of fit on there. I have them duct taped in place just to make sure there's a good seal. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it's a Halloween machine. So as long as it works, right? Got a rubber coupler reducer fitting that goes down to this 3-inch hose. And this is just a flexible line that I can kind of point wherever I want in the yard to adjust where the fog's going. Also, you see it's dripping right here. So I drilled a little drain hole in the bottom of this fitting, because what happens is as this fan is sucking air from the main reservoir, from the container, it's also pulling a lot of moisture in with it. And if you don't add somewhere like a little relief hole for water to drain out, your fan will get full of water, your hose will get full of water. This whole system will get kind of clogged up and not really work as efficiently. That's why I got this weird kind of a, you know, an upside down U shape or whatever. It's just to keep moisture from building up inside of this line and to keep, you know, our exhaust nice and dry and cool air coming out of there. So I can feel this is already very cool. So it's definitely chilling. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 3-inch inline marine grade. Get the marine grade fan. And an adjustable power supply. So you can adjust how much air is getting blown through your fog chiller. So now our fog chiller is warmed up. We have our inline fan going. Our mistifier is mistifying. Let's go ahead and see what the result is. Now it's daytime and there is a pretty good breeze that's rolling through right now. So we probably won't get the best effect, but let's activate it. The fog going in creates a Venturi effect. And then look at this fog right here. Stays nice and close to the ground. Nice thick fog rolling out of here. And look at that. We could fill the whole yard with fog on just one burst. And then look, it continues to roll out pretty strong. So if it wasn't windy, this fog would definitely be sticking around a little bit longer and creating an even stronger effect. Actually, you know what? Let me close this gate right here. That might help a little bit to slow the wind down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You need a fog machine, you need an inline fan, a container, and one of those pond misters. A couple PVC fittings, and you're good to go. Look at that, that's wild. So much fog with this 1500 watt fog machine. Last year, I had a 400 watt fog machine and it did great. It really did a good job to fill the whole yard with fog. But this 1500 watt fog machine does not play around. All right, it's finally dark outside, so it's time to test out the fog chiller. As you can see, there's already a nice decent amount of fog coming out with just the mister going. In case you're wondering, we're using a gallon of Spirit Halloween low-lying fog juice, but I've actually added some extra vegetable glycerin, maybe about half of this jug, into there to make it even thicker. I definitely do not recommend using Spirit Halloween brand. Make your own using vegetable glycerin, distilled water, and propylene glycol. So I think everything's ready to go. Let's use the remote. Let's fire it up.